And we are live. All right. So we will wait for a couple people to pop on here. It is an ugly, ugly ass day. It's been raining since like, I don't know, 2 a.m. Coming down hard, windy, nasty, and a little bored. I'm stuck inside on a Saturday, which is not where I want to be. So we will let some folks hop on. And if you got any questions, if you've got any pressure washing business related questions, please go ahead. If you've got any kind of T-Pain, always on. What's up, brother? Um, Pressure washing related questions, business related questions, marketing, and this goes for really any service industry, any home service industry. Uh, the marketing really is universal. Uh, so are the systems and the things that you can implement in your business to kind of really succeed, grow, scale. Those are the things that are universal. So if you've got questions about that, good afternoon. Or yeah, it is afternoon now. Lakeland, Florida. What's up, TM? So yeah, just say hey, what's up? Give us a little thumbs up there. Let Google know that you are enjoying what we are doing and that you're getting some value from this. If you are, if not, give me a thumbs down. Leave a shitty comment, and maybe I'll make a short about it. If I win the truck, where do I pick it up from? I'm in Utah. If you win the truck, you also win the skid from Southeast Softwash, and you will pick it up in Ponchatoula or Hammond, Louisiana, which is right outside of New Orleans. That's where it is. Dirt Blasters, what's going on? Protogen plays. What is no one else here? Why is no one else here? There's a bunch of people here. Let's go. Okay, so who was asking about the TM from Vancouver? Hey, man. Let's see. What's a good starter kit? I'll answer that in a second. I've answered that at least 555 times on the last few lives. So feel free to go back and watch some of those. Nothing. It's super rainy here today. It's nasty out. And I was bored. My wife, she went to go get a spray tan. And the one of the kids is spent the night out, and she's at the movies right now with some friends. And then my middle son, who's like 16, he spent the night out last night. Yesterday was his last day of school, so they went to the beach. It was a horrible day. It was cold. It was windy. It's almost June. That's unheard of down here in Savannah. And then my daughter, my oldest daughter, back from college, she's still sleeping, and it's 12:05 p.m. And then my son Mike, who is he's a rising senior in college, and he is editing videos right now for me. He manages all of the social media for 𝗤𝘂cie𝗁𝗤. But that kind of segues into someone was asking if they win the truck, where do they pick it up? And if you're not familiar, myself and Justin from Forever Self-Employed, over the past year or so, we have been developing a brand new cutting edge CRM, which is customer relationship management. And it's way more than that, but it's called 𝗤𝘂cie𝗁𝗤. And we've been giving stuff away. We've been giving away pressure washing business starter kits. We gave 2 of those away. We gave away 2 MacBooks to some subscribers of the app. And this time around, we are giving away a Ford Ranger, and we are giving away a Southeast Softwash skid, which Cody over at Southeast Softwash so generously donated to the lucky winner. He thought, hey, you guys are giving away a Ford Ranger. I'm going to put something in the back to make it even more valuable for people. And that was awesome. So we appreciate that. If you aren't familiar with Southeast Softwash, which I am sure you are, you can check them out online at southeastsoftwash.com. They're on every social media as well. Cody's got a great YouTube channel where he gives a lot of great information on the business and, that type of thing. But we are giving away that. Actually, we're going to be doing the drawing, I think, on June 1st. And we will be coordinating with whoever it is that wins. They're going to have to pick it up over in Louisiana, kind of outside of New Orleans. And that's where we're at. So that is the giveaway that they were referencing. What do you think about having an extension on a pressure gun? Like how long? 24 inches is 24, 36 inches is 36 is as long as I would think someone would want to go. The other day I was cleaning, we're having a pool put in, and I had I there was just a nasty mess, and it was bothering me. It was on the weekend, and I knew that the pool guys weren't going to come back to do any cleanup, and I wanted to be outside. It was beautiful. And so I ran up, I grabbed one of the trucks, I grabbed one of the trailers and brought it back. And whoever, I can't remember which trailer it was, but they had a 36-inch lance on it, and it was the most awkward, stupid thing I'd ever dealt with. 24 inches good. 36, like if you're trying to switch out tips, or like, you're feeling for bleach when you're downstreaming at the end and it's just awkward. So I would say 24 inches is about as much as I would do. As far as a starter kit for a pressure washing business, my personal opinion is, don't start off with the bare minimum, right? If that's all you can do, right? If you're just scraping by, you're starting out on a shoestring budget, and all you can afford is some shitty little 2 point whatever gallon per minute machine, then okay, get it done, get started, but understand that you're going to want to, you will need to improve, upgrade, and get better equipment probably sooner than you wanted to. You're definitely going to want to do that sooner than the equipment is ready to be replaced. I say that simply because of efficiency, right? A 2.5 gallon per minute machine is very, very, very inefficient. You are going to be moving unbelievably slow in every aspect of the exterior cleaning world. Your surface cleaner is going to be underpowered. It's going to underperform. It's going to be unbelievably slow. And with that being said, I would save up and I would get at least a 4 gallon per minute, probably a 5.5 gallon per minute, and go from there. And then take a portion of your profits from every single job and put it away, because you will want to upgrade, right? So do that whether you need to upgrade or not. Even if you go out and you buy an 8 gallon per minute machine, take a small percentage, put it away for a rainy day. So if something does go bad, or you want to add another machine, another body, if you want to upgrade, if the machine blows up, you've got the money set aside so you can move forward. But yeah, it's not about PSI. People talk about PSI all the time. How much pressure do I have? It's not about pressure. It's about gallons per minute. It's about the flow. More flow equals more dough. The more flow you have, the more GPMs you have, the more the faster that you can move, right? So and I've made dozens of videos. Go to my channel and Google starter kit, and you'll have a plethora of information at your fingertips to dive into and kind of see what would be best suited for you. Okay. How do you feel about the 4 gallon per minute 12 point blah from Northern Tool? I'm probably going to upgrade really soon. I don't have an opinion on a 4 gallon per minute 12-volt bleach pump from Northern Tool. We've not used those. I have used Remco is what we use now. We will shortly be converting over to the Southeast Soft Wash pump that they're going to develop. They're still in research and development, R&D, and kind of fine tuning that. But they always put out great equipment, so we'll be going over there. Remco is what we use now. We do use the 24 volt from I think it's Northern Tool, right? But I've never had any experience with their 4 gallon per minute machines. But again, a little pump like that, a 12-volt pump, regardless of who the manufacturer is, they're going to get, if they can get the job done, that's fine, right? Always do your preventative maintenance. Make sure that you flush the lines. Also understand, though, that those pumps are going to go bad. Have an extra on hand all the time. They're only $150 to $200 for the smaller pumps, and they will shit out, and you will need to replace it. And with that being said, you don't want to be out on a job and have a pump go bad, and you're not able to finish the job because you were too cheap to have an extra, right? Have extras of everything: chemical injectors, pumps, O-rings, guns, wands, fittings. All of these things are going to help you be a better business. What's your opinion on EDDM? I love Every Door Direct Mail. We don't use the post office's service, which is EDDM. I think that's their little trademarked, nomenclature for direct mail. But I'm a huge fan. We use Postcard Mania. Postcard Mania does a phenomenal job. and they do the design, they do the mailing list, they do it all. So that's who I use, and I'm a huge proponent of that type of marketing. It has done very, very well for us. We do about 5,000 about 5,000 postcards, 10,000 postcards a month in the busy season, to targeted areas. Targeted, the demographic that we're going after is a higher end customer. So we're able to narrow that down and only deliver to those people that I feel are ideal. So, huge fan. Working on a couple quotes as you speak. Going to try and follow. And I hope you're using Quote IQ. Do you need a special pressure to use hot water? Yeah, there are hot water machines that are specific. What's up, Mike? Jersey in here. What's going on, Jersey? How can I see a soft wash system? With your eyes? Good morning. Hold on. Let's see. Hi there. How can I see a soft wash system? I don't know what you mean. Like every video on my channel is utilizing a soft wash system, so you can see it there. Um, Lighting was kind of fucked up. So yeah, I don't know. We Google soft wash system. Lots of opportunities to do that. Could I use a downstream injector and an X jet together? Why? Because you think you're going to get more chemical on there? No. Hot water pressure washers require a heating element, which is also called a hot box. Thank you, Dirt Blasters, power washing and painting. That is correct. Usually diesel powered, propane powered, and it's an extra element that oftentimes is not needed when unless you're doing specific type of work. We used to have hot water units for everything. But we also started off doing primarily commercial work, resident or not commercial work, restaurants, things of that nature, gas stations, and after that, after we kind of moved away from that being the bulk of our business to more of a residential based and multifamily based business, then the need for hot water wasn't there. It was just another component that could break, could go bad, and we just have moved away completely. All we have is cold water units right now. Papa Lee, what's going on? One thing I notice is people in the industry seem to not know you can dial the pressure down for finer touch work. I don't know if that's an industry wide thing. I think it's a new person thing. I think it's people that are not familiar with the equipment, not familiar with the nozzles, not familiar with like we primarily pressure wash. Still, well, most of the guys still. Some of the guys prefer soft washing, and I don't care which system they use. We have both systems on all of our trailers, and it's just a matter of preference. As you know, I think people don't know. I think homeowners, they hear the word pressure and they're like, "Oh, I don't want pressure. I need it to be." Well, yeah, you can soft wash with a pressure washer. It's all about the tips that you're using, the distance. I mean, there's all kinds of things that. But yes, definitely you can soft wash with a pressure washer. Good morning, everyone. Driving to my first job now. That's awesome. I want to. Mike, where the hell did it go? I want to start by doing driveways and currently shopping around for machines. However, I don't have a pickup. Any recommendations? I guess if you don't have a pickup and you're shopping around for machines, I would get something that's small enough to fit in whatever it is, whatever vehicle it is that you are using. Bleed lines before you flash up. Hi, Mike. My friend works at a dealership and they need someone to quick wash their cars, rent soap. They paid the guys before $3 per car. They offered me $4. Would you recommend this? That sounds really cheap. I mean, I would have to do a cost analysis to determine what my time is worth. You know what your hourly rate is, your target hourly rate, and then how many cars can you do in a given period, and how does that equate to that hourly rate? Does it make sense? Don't go out there just to stay busy, right? $3 a car doesn't sound optimal. Also, a lot of times in that particular type of work, when you're rinsing cars, they want you to do it with pure water. Do you have a pure water tank, a DI tank? That because if you just rinse them down, then with regular water, there's going to be hard water stains, there's going to be water spots, and that's not going to be acceptable, and they're not going to do it. The people that make good money, well, I don't think it's good money. The people that do this, they've got specialty systems set up so they can get in, they can get out unbelievably fast. Um, so I would really do some research before you commit to anything. Hey, Mike, I'm 17. I started my own pressure washing business for summer. I made $1,100 this week. Any beginner tips? Uh, yeah, you're 17. You're just starting. You made $1,100 your first week. That's awesome. Congratulations. Don't allow your age or your experience to dictate your pricing. Your pricing is based on the job that you do, the value that you add, that value that you provide to the customers, right? I don't care if you're 17 or you're 70. As long as I'm getting what I paid for and I'm happy with the end result, that's all that matters. So keep that in mind. Just some concrete, but I'm excited. That's awesome, Kingston. A van works great. Yes, but I think his point was that he doesn't have a pickup or a van. That he's probably, if he's in a van, then that's awesome. Maybe I missed that. Does Quote IQ have a desktop platform? It does. You can go over to myquoteiq.com. And if you are a premium or a platinum subscriber, you do have access to using the desktop version. If you're a free user, then no, you do not. But, shit, it's $29 and it's the best platform that you can have for running a service business. So if you're ready to invest in yourself, then just pull the trigger, figure out how you can spend $1 a day on your business. What brand power washer do you recommend? I don't. I'm working out of the back of my Chevy Tahoe. Any tips on storing the chemicals for the trip to jobs? Working on getting a trailer soon. Yeah, dude, go to Harbor Freight and get one of those little trailer hitch platforms that go on the back, and you can store. Hell, you might even be able to store the machine and other shit on there too. That's what I would do. Because you definitely don't want to have chemicals inside your vehicle because that could kill you. Rotary nozzle for concrete, A. Honda washers are best, or B washer. Yeah, I don't think the brand of a power washer, and it's not a Honda washer. Honda doesn't make pressure washers. Honda makes motors. Honda make engines, and they don't make pressure washers. So there's a lot more to it, and that's why I don't recommend, because everybody's using the same components, right? It's the assembly, the quality of the assembly. But yeah, go find a reputable pressure washing distributor and talk to them. And you can go to Home Depot and Lowe's and buy a homeowner pressure washer, but they are not going to serve you well. Those are not intended to run, 7-8 hours a day continuously. And hopefully that's where you're at in your business. I'm not a big fan of rotary nozzles. I like surface cleaners. Footbridge finished my website a couple days ago. It looks great. I'm pretty pumped. Yes, Footbridge does a great job. What about a pressure washing broom for concrete cleaning? Absolutely not. That is a waste of time. That is a waste of money, and it's bullshit. Oh, what did I miss? Kenny, your spring is probably corroded and the injector probably needs to be replaced. Those chemical injectors don't last forever. Yeah, the same premise goes for the 12-volt pumps I was just talking about. A chemical injector is like $30, right? That's absolutely pennies for the amount of money that you can charge if you're charging appropriately or accordingly. So have 5 extra chemical injectors, right? Just have extras. Awesome, thank you. I'll find my way over there. Chemical names? I don't know what you mean. Thanks for offering so much great info. You're welcome. Hey, Mike, I've been watching for a long time and taking my business to the next level over the past few months. Thank you so much. I've been more money in the past 2 months than I've ever in my life. That is awesome. And good, man. I love to hear that. That's great. How did you get started making pressure washing content on YouTube? Well, I've had a pressure washer or a YouTube channel for like 13, 14, 15, hell, I don't even know years. But it was I originally started it to promote my local business, my pressure washing business locally. I thought that that would be a great way to get the name out there. It wasn't. People are not really looking to YouTube for, people to hire. And so right before COVID, I was hanging out in my office, and I had a landscape business at the time. And my son, my oldest son, and some of his friends were working for my landscape business at the time. And like all teenage boys, they consume mass amounts of food and beverages. And at lunchtime, instead of bringing their own lunch or going somewhere for lunch, they would just come to my house. And so they were, they come in at lunchtime or whatever. One of the kids says, "Hey, Mr. Mike, do you know that dude down the corner that's mowing your neighbor's yard?" And I was like, "I don't." And they're like, "Oh yeah, he's on YouTube. He's got a big channel." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Like I hadn't looked at YouTube for really anything, like not for, uh, like if I needed to learn to do something like change the heating element in a broken, dryer, right? Something like that. Or changing a light bulb in a car, whatever, like little things like that. I would consult YouTube for that information, get it, and be on my way. I wasn't a YouTube consumer. YouTube is not on my radar. And so I just had a couple days, a week later, I don't know, was driving out of my street, and that guy that they were talking about was there. And so I was kind of looking at him, and he had his little tripod set up, and he was filming. And um, I just stopped and I said, "Hey, my name's Mike. I own All Americans." "Oh yeah, I see your trucks all over the place." Blah blah blah. And so we got to talking, and he was like, "Yeah, man." He said, I make these videos, and whatever. And he's got a good channel. He's, nice dude, really really beneficial. And so I was like, "Hey, like, I've got a channel. It's COVID. I've got plenty of time." So I just decided to start making some videos. And I think I had, like, I don't know, 300 subscribers or 200. Like, it was minimal, a couple hundred subscribers back then. And the first video that I made with the intent of helping people was, I just had a pump that got like, just catastrophic failure. And it turns out that the technician at the time, who no longer works for me, was not filling up or checking his oil, or in the pump oil. And the pump got so hot it exploded, and the bottom of it it was just horrible. So I was like, "Hey, I'll make a little video about this." And I remember how awkward it was, and it was not a great video, but put it out there, and people were watching it, and they're like, "Oh yeah." And so I started making another video and another video, and then it just kind of, uh, turned into a little bit bigger channel. And I think we're close to 500,000 subscribers now. And so that's kind of how it started. And then it just scaled with, I got to know Justin from Forever Self-Employed, Aaron from the Lean and Mean Academy, Cody from Southeast Soft Wash. And we have got to be, over the past several years, or yeah, a couple of years, really, really good friends. And we've done a lot of great stuff together. And so that is how I started making YouTube pressure washing videos. But I've also oh, here comes the rain again. I'm so sick of this. They were supposed to be putting sod down today. We were like in the final stages of the completion of the pool, and the entire side yard is completely torn up. Equipment, diggers and excavators and bulldozers, back and forth for the past month. And everything is like leveled. All the crap's gone. The pool deck is painted. The chemicals are working. And like, by Tuesday, we're supposed to be swimming in it. But I was so excited because today my landscape guys were going to come in. They were going to do all of the sod and get everything looking pretty, bring in, the pine straw and some other, but no, pouring down rain. So they're not going to be able to get here today. So very disappointing. But yeah, over the past, I don't know, year or so, like, pressure washing content is great, right? And talking about pressure washing starter kits, and what pumps and blah blah blah, all that stuff. That's all well and good, but I think where I add the most value to folks that are watching is with the marketing side, the sales side, the growth side, the scalability of a business, and how to implement systems and processes to be more efficient, to be more profitable, right? Because anybody can learn how to pressure wash, right? Um, there is a learning curve. You do have to know how to do it right. You have to do it safely. You have to do it so you're not damaging, you're not hurting things like the your customer's property. That all of these things. But it's the business side. Like you can have the coolest equipment and the coolest truck with the coolest wrap, but if you don't have people calling you to get on the schedule, if you don't have eyeballs on your business, if you don't have your marketing in place, if you don't have systems in place, you're not going to be successful. Yeah, you can make some money. You can go out there and wash some shit, but you're never going to be successful. And that's where I think I provide a tremendous amount of value to people that, there's a lot of folks out there that are doing content, right? And they're washing shit for free and cool, right? Like awesome, you go do you. But like if you're wanting to take your business to the next level, to really grow and to be a business and not just like a side hustle, then you need to watch channels like mine and channels like Justin's and Aaron's and Cody's, because we'll teach you that stuff too. But it's the other things that compound that will make you a success. All right. And then I get our Generac pressure washers reliable. I don't know. I'm sure. Peter, hi. What kind of chemicals should I use for the first job? Buy how to wash and learn. Like, and that's the other thing. Like, don't come on here and ask like that. That's some bullshit questions. What chemical should I use for my first job? Well, you shouldn't even be thinking about your first job if you don't know what chemicals to use, right? Like, get online and figure it out. Learn first before going out, and like that shit just bothers me so much. Do some research. Don't get on my website and ask questions that the answers are already out there. I am not here to answer your individual questions. I'm here to provide knowledge and information and hopefully some guidance to the masses. And I get on here and I try to say, hey, let's talk about business. Let's talk about this. Not what chemicals do I use on my first job. Let's see. I started a power washing business and I also do landscaping and housekeeping on the side. Is it worth it to do so many different services? John, are you doing it all yourself? If you're doing all of these things yourself, then you're probably you're spreading yourself pretty thin. You're probably not allocating the amount of time needed to each of these things to make any of them individually successful, because you can be a jack of all trades but a master of none. So my suggestion, and I don't know what kind of landscaping you do or what kind of housekeeping that you do, but my guess is the power washing would be the most profitable with the highest margins. And with that being said, that is where my focus would be. I would take the time and energy that I'm putting towards landscaping or housekeeping and maybe take that time and focus it on the marketing of the business, getting out in front of more people, getting eyeballs on your business, right? Those are the decisions that are going to make you a success, or are going to keep you right where you are doing three things and making money. I'm at a point where I can't decide whether I get a truck and lock everything down to it or buy a better washer on wheels that I'll need a ramp to get into the back of my car. What would you recommend? I think that that's a decision that you need to make on your own based on your particular financial situation. If you are serious about this business, if you want to scale this business, if you want to make this a career, your job, your main source of income, then I would definitely look at it from the perspective of the long haul. And I would say a ramp and a pressure washer on wheels in the back of a car probably isn't going to be that long term goal. A truck or a trailer with equipment mounted and hoses on reels, like be a professional if you're going to be in the business, and go that route. That's what I would think. Because if some dude rolled up to my house and was pulling a pressure washer out of his trunk with a ramp, I would say, pack your shit up and head out. I'm going to call a professional, because it doesn't look like you are. You may do phenomenal work, and you probably do, but it's the perception. Also, if I'm, Susie homeowner or Johnny homeowner, and I'm driving down the road and I see my neighbors getting their house washed, and I see the back of a Buick, the hood, and some dude with a pressure washer and a bucket. That guy ain't getting my business, right? But if I roll down and I see a nice truck and I see a trailer, or I see a truck with a skid and I see a professional looking, like, first impressions are everything. That saying serves us well because we have to understand that first, like, if you don't look the part, you're probably not going to get the job. You can get lucky into some jobs, of course, but probably the people that are going to spend the most money with the nicest shit aren't going to be the ones that are going to call the dude in the back of a pick, or like a that scenario. Hey, James Bass. Would you give the homeowner postcards or anything with before and after pictures when going door to door? Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's a great, if you can't close them right then by all means, leave them something so when they are ready, they're going to call you. And a visual is like a before and after picture is so strong, right? Use it in your marketing, use it on your websites, on your Google pages, all of that, right? Definitely have something to give to them because they are not going to remember you. Sorry, I don't have my reader. Sorry, I didn't have on my reader, but how do I make a soft wash system? I just finished up my first $15,000 commercial job this morning. Took me 3 whole days to complete it. Feeling pretty good. Got 3 other referrals from the owner. 15K, 3 days. That is absolutely freaking outstanding. James, congratulations. You earned it. You put in the work, you put in the effort, and you're reaping the benefits. And that is something that everybody watching should probably take away, right? Anybody here else besides myself make $15,000 in 3 days? Hey, Mike, at what point do you recommend adding more staff to scale, or do you recommend just running a small, efficient crew and just increase your prices? Well, I think that depends on what your end game is, and how your business is, and there's no one size fits all answer because everybody has got different goals and objectives in their business and in their lives. My first thought is for scalability, stay small, stay efficient, increase your pricing. When you've maxed that out, because there's only X amount of hours per day that one person, no matter how efficient they can be, they can only get so much done. And if your marketing is in place and your lead flow is strong and you have the ability to close more jobs, but you're losing jobs because you can't get to them fast enough, that's when you start thinking about adding on an additional person, adding on an additional truck, a trailer, a crew, and training them and getting them out there. And then you can determine, okay, do I want to add somebody else and take myself out of the picture and start really just focusing on the growth of the business, the sales, the marketing, the management of the business? Or do I want to stay on the truck and be part of that, piece of the puzzle as well? There's so many different ways to go about scaling, and I think it's an individual thing. But I don't think I don't think there's a wrong way. I think you need to be strategic in any of these decisions that you make. All right. So that is it. I got no more questions. Anybody got any questions? Please go ahead and leave them. Um, we've got a bunch of people in here. There's only 15 likes. Please tell YouTube and Google that you appreciate the channel and that you like the channel. So kind of hit that thumbs up button for us. That actually does help the channel. You're welcome, Mr. Green Hut. All right. What else? So yeah, Quote IQ, it's out. It is strong. We are giving away a truck. We are giving away a Southeast soft wash skid. We're actually doing that on June 1st. So just in a couple days, you got to be a premium or a platinum subscriber. If you are a premium or platinum subscriber and you want the chance to have more entries, then I put a link in the description for our multiplier, where it's going to tell you a bunch of different ways to get more entries. You can leave a review on the app or the Google Play Store, screenshot it, send it to us. You can make a video testimonial of what you think about Quote IQ, how it's helped your business, a little bit about, the things that you like. That'll get you some extra entries. There's a bunch of different ways you can get extra entries for free. And then we've also got some multipliers. We've got some swag on there. You can buy some hats. You can buy, I used to have a hat, shirts, sweatshirts, all kinds of cool shit. and that gives you an extra opportunity to get extra entries into the drawing, so you can win that Ford Ranger or that Southeast, or not, or the truck and the skid go together. So that is that. But that is in the thing. What? Hey, Mike, I got Quote IQ. Awesome. What is this channel for? What is this channel for? This channel is for business advice, business growth. Um, I don't know. Why are you here? I guess. Hi, Mike. Hey, Mike, I got Quote IQ. That's awesome. Are you a premium or platinum subscriber? Because if you are, you're entered to win the truck and the skid. Sorry for the dumb questions, but I'm at a point where I have more people calling me than I can handle. Would you get more staff or make your staff more efficient and raise prices? Right now, I'm solo. I think I just answered that question. So I still have time to become a premium subscriber and get entered to win the giveaway. Yeah, we're doing the giveaway on June 1st. So if you are and on June 1st, we'll probably do the giveaway like at noon. We will pull all of the people that are premium or platinum subscribers. We'll throw them in our wheel. We'll spin that wheel, and it automatically picks some lucky person. How long was your 20K campaign for postcards? We do like $5,000 a month. So in the summer and spring, we do probably double that. So I still have to become a premium subscriber and get entered to win the giveaway. Yes, the only way that you can win the giveaway for Quote IQ is to download Quote IQ and be a premium or a platinum subscriber. We're not just giving away a truck and a Southeast soft wash skid to some random nobody that's not a subscriber. You got to be a subscriber. Good luck, everyone. Yes. What do you do for a living? Who the fuck is this? Camden. You're just some random passerby. Zip it. What do I do for a living? I do a lot of shit. I own multiple businesses. I have developed Quote IQ, which is a CRM for the service industry. And we do a lot of online trainings. We do public speaking engagements. There's quite a bit. A lot of sales, a lot of marketing. Hey, Mike, I just recently started offering rust removal and I'm using Rust Aid. What the hell? Give me a second. Sorry. Good luck, blah, blah, blah. Recently started offering rust removal, Rust Aid out of a 2-gallon spray, but notice when I spot treat the rust, it leaves the area much wider than the rest of the concrete. Well, yeah, it's going to definitely lighten up the concrete and it's going to look different. So when we quote rust removal, it has to be part of a larger package. Like we're not going to just come and spot treat rust. And if you do, you just make sure that the customer understands what it's going to look like afterwards. And now it sounds like you've got an idea of what it looks like. So you can talk intelligently to a customer prior to sending them an estimate or giving them a quote. I think that's what, we will we'll surface clean the entire area, the concrete, and then we'll do our rust removal. And that's just what we do. Does Quote IQ have an export for contacts and invoices, non-QuickBooks? I'm leaving one LLC and going out on my own. Have a few questions. Yeah, export contacts and invoices, non-QuickBooks. We will be having that probably not this next update, but yeah, that's something that's going to be available. But I'm a little confused. Does Quote IQ have an export for? Are you currently using Quote IQ and you're leaving one LLC and going out on my own? Your question is very confusing. Any way to combat that? Yeah, I think I answered that. Have you ever had a customer try not to pay? I've had one out of thousands of homes, only customer to ever not pay in years of business out before and afters. Yeah, I mean, there have been times when people have People have tried not to pay, and then I just file a lien or the threat of a lien, or I show up at their house. Like I'm not afraid to get my money. Um, hey Mike, your advice is number one. What about soft washing system in the back of my truck to start out? Yeah, I think that's a great thing. I'm starting out this year, almost 2 months. I got 6,000 in sales services. I got platinum subscriber, and I got a lot of content from you guys. Thank you for your advice. Give an advice. I'm under budget. Give an advice. I'm under budget. I don't understand that last sentence. When is the best time to switch to S corp from LLC? The LLC does a few things. It's separates personal from business assets and kind of protects your personal side of things. The S corp offers more tax advantages, and so I think that's more of a question for a tax professional, an accountant, a CPA, and not me. I've got both. I've got S corps and I've got LLCs, and it just really depends on the business and the structure of the business and some other things. So I always talk to my guys and figure out the best strategies for implementing those types of things. So that's what I would recommend. Okay. Thanks again. I'll catch you on the next live. You're welcome, Aaron. And yeah, everyone give this man a thumbs up. Hey, again, right now I post many of my before and after pics using Facebook groups. So my question is, should I put more money into Google ads or Facebook ads? I have website, but not a lot of leads from it. Make sure that your Google business page is set up and optimized, and you're continually doing shit there like daily to make that a value to the people that are searching, because that's what Google wants. They want value, and they're going to push you if you add value to their customers, which are the people that search you. Facebook or Google. I prefer Google over Facebook for ads, simply because people go to Google for a specific reason. People do not go to Facebook for finding a pressure washer. That is just it's by happenstance. So my focus and my dollars would best be spent, in my opinion, over on the Google. Fire. Looking into transport cargo vans, but pressure washing. Yeah, transport cargo vans are good. Camden, what an annoying little person you are. How do you go about getting commercial clients? The same way you go about getting residential clients. You target and you go after them. Commercial is a very, very broad term. So, strip malls, find the sign, find the management company, apartment communities, walk into the office, find out who the decision makers are. There's all kinds of ways to go after restaurants, gas stations. You got to find the people that are making the decisions, get in front of them, build those relationships, and see if you can't put something to bed. Do you require immediate payment after service completion? Also, do you accept payments until the ticket price is paid off in a reasonable time frame? We do not require immediate payment once the service is complete. Once the service is complete, we use 𝗤𝘂cije to send an invoice. The customer can get the invoice. If they're not home, they can make sure that everything meets their expectations, and they can come home and they can pay us. They can do that online. They can send us a check. It's really not that big of a deal. And do I accept payments until the ticket price is paid off? The answer to that is hell no. If you can't afford to pay my price, you're not my customer, right? I'm not the bank. I'm not going to finance a pressure washing, right? For God's sakes, like, it's cheap. If you can't afford to pay for your home or your property to be cleaned, then do it yourself, right? I'm not going to finance anybody, but that's just me. And there is no reasonable time frame. Poor people go away. Bye-bye. That's what I say. How do I make 𝗤𝘂cije profile, make estimates for lawn care and pressure cleaning? You can do one or the other. Or you can go into services, because the name of your business, it looks like it's Highland Services, so you're providing both. Go into your services and create lawn care services. So you can send estimates or pressure washing. You just choose which one you want to send to and do it that way. That would probably be the best. You can see here that a gentleman from Southeast Soft Wash just did a super chat, and he said that the mini skid and the giveaway is a scam. Yeah, the mini skid and truck giveaway is a scam. I think that I just got called out, and now the world knows. Thanks a lot, Cody. And now I'm going to have to get on one of Cody's lives and give him his 9.99 back. Uh, how do I make okay? Sorry about being unclear. More info. Partner doesn't want quote IQ. His loss, LOL. So I need to turn over the contacts invoices to him. I'll be making my own quote IQ account for the new LLC today. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm still confused. Why don't you email me and maybe we can figure this out. Hey Mike, have you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? I'll be praying for you and your family. Yes, Adam, Adon, I have accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I appreciate the prayers. I will pray for you as well. It's 1 year since customer hasn't paid. Customer said would settle up after got back in town from working out of town. I feel like there are customers who think they are slick. Dude, file a contractor's lien and just put a lien on their house. Following up from my previous question, how long do you give customers to pay after service completion? I don't get hung up on it. Like if they can pay immediately, they can pay in 6 days, they can pay in 12 days. I don't care. It's not like they're going to shit me out of money like wow, soft wash. But like if you're just getting started and you need like immediate payment, then put some stipulations around it. All of our invoices say due upon receipt, but not everybody is on top of that. So I don't really care. When it gets like one of the things that we've added into quote IQ is it's got an aging date on the list of invoices. That's going to be in the next update, so it'll show you like Susie Jones it's been 6 days or 12 days or 14 days, and so that will incentivize me when I'm scrolling, and I'll be like, this motherfucker hasn't paid me yet. I'll just resend the invoice and just say, hey, friendly reminder, blah blah blah. But I don't get too hung up on it. What's the first thing to do? Start advertising on Google. Yeah, Google's a great place. No poor people. Absolutely. From my experience, the scamming customers all have the same traits and are easy to weed out. This is correct. Hey, Southeast Softwash, how far can gutter guard go? LOL. Um, yeah, and if you guys are looking for phenomenal equipment or detergents or just a bunch of different parts, Cody over at Southeast Softwash has done a phenomenal job. He is the cutting edge guy in the industry, constantly looking for new ways to improve products, develop new products, and he's one of the guys that like you can trust. I see people that are hawking, pawning off products all the time, and they come and they go. Right? I'll see guys pop up. Oh, I'm selling chemicals, and then they show you all these videos of big boxes of chemicals, and then a month later, yeah, they're not selling chemicals because their chemicals sucked because they didn't have the means to distribute, they didn't have the means to stand behind their product when it doesn't work, when things went wrong. Cody does. Cody has got the largest soft washing equipment. He's the largest soft washing equipment manufacturer in the entire world, right? With that alone tells you there's credibility there. There is a business behind the product, and that business behind the product is going to be there for their customers. So go check them out, southeastsoftwash.com. They've got the best. I've got a Southeast Softwash pressure washing trailer and soft wash trailer. Pretty much everything that we purchased for the past 2 years has come from them exclusively. We use all of their chemicals. They've got amazing rust removers, degreasers, surfactants, you name it, they've got it. Gutter brighteners, efflorescence removers, right? And it all works. That's the beautiful thing, right? You can buy chemicals that just they don't do what they say they're going to do, and Cody won't put his name on stuff that doesn't. So if you're looking for a reputable supplier of basically all things pressure washing, if you need tall reach tips, right? If you need to shoot super high up, give them a call. They've got them. Go to their website. Actually, don't call them. Go to their website, order the shit there. And they've also got some pretty cool stuff. Like they came out with a new check valve for a chemical injector. So someone was talking about the chemical injector going bad earlier. The little screws or the springs rust out, the balls rust up, there's corrosion, there's trash that gets in them and stops them from working. This eliminates a large percentage of that problem. And it gives you like 15, I think, 30% more pull, which is, I can't remember exactly what it is. It's not my product, but pretty cool. We've got a couple of them and they've been working flawlessly. So go check those dudes out. And if you need equipment, boom. Let's see. My SUV can only tow 2,000 pounds. If I got a trailer, 4 gallon per minute buffer tank, blah, 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 blah. Would I need a vehicle to tow more than 2,000 pounds? Man, I don't know. I mean, that's the math you're probably going to have to do on your own. I'm a firm believer in using the right tool for the job. If SUV is not made for pulling, then I would not do it very long at all. Yeah, I mean, you're going to tear your transmission up. There's a lot of components that are not going to be well adapted, like suited. I see people all the time pulling shit that they shouldn't be pulling. It's a safety issue as well, right? Your brakes, your suspension, all of these things are specifically designed for that vehicle, and there's limitations and specifications for that. And if you're putting too much stress on these components, shit can go wrong, and you don't want to kill yourself or somebody else because that would be horrible. Yeah. Hey, Mike, 5.58. 8 gallon per minute. It's kind of like that. That's what we use. 10 gallon per minute would be great if you're doing a bunch. 10 gallon per minute. Absolutely. We don't use those. Signing up for the premium 𝗤𝘂𝗁 in hopes of the skid and truck. Don't just use 𝗤𝘂𝗁 in hopes of winning the skid and the truck. Use 𝗤𝘂𝗁 to make your business the best it can be, right? Yes, a truck and a skid would be phenomenal. But I guarantee you, if you run your business efficiently, if you collect the data so you can make good decisions, you're going to be able to buy whatever the hell you want. So just my 2 cents. But yes, go sign up. I want you to sign up. Okay. Also, if you guys are watching right now, I'm about to hop off. I've been on for an hour. If you guys sign up, or if you guys want right now, you've been watching. If you want to get How to Wash, which is the best-selling pressure washing and soft washing how-to course that's ever been put out ever. Like there's nobody else that has put out a product that has sold as many and has had, you can get ECP certified. We've got a shit ton of people that are ECP certified now, and proudly wearing their logos on their trucks, on their trailers, on their marketing, right? If you want to get How to Wash for half off, you can do so now. I have already put it in place. You can get 50% off. Right now, use promo code HALF, and that is only going to be good for, I think I put it in for 6 hours based on the time right now, which is like 12-ish. Oh, shit, it's 1 o'clock. So early this evening, it will be gone. And if you want to get my marketing course, which is how to get customers the marketing framework, that is also half off. You can go to pwcourse.com and you can get it. Use promo code HALF, HALF, for either of those. And I hope you do, because they're definitely going to benefit your business. Let's see. I saw your video about how the same amount of water is, and it's been on the earth. I agree, but do you know where the water I'm antifreeze goes? Nobody knows. Just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. Good question though. Things that make you go, All right, I'm buying it now. Can I do both half off? Yeah, you can get both for half off. I just sent in my 30-second testimonial. Yes. I love those testimonials. Anybody that wants more chances to win, send us a video testimonial, right? The drawing for the truck and the trailer is on June 1st. That's just like 2 days away, I think, 3 days away. Make a video testimonial. Take your phone, flip it around. Tell me your name. Tell me your business. Tell me why you like 𝗤𝘂𝗁. Tell me the things about it that are helping your business grow. And you're going to get extra entries, right? Send me the video, upload it to YouTube. There's all kinds of instructions. I put a link in the description below for how to do that stuff. So please do. What else? That's it. 53 minutes. I'm gonna wait for a couple more minutes. We're gonna let some more folks get in. If you haven't given a thumbs up to the video, go ahead and do that. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. You can also check us out over on the Instagram, on the TikTok, on the where else? We've got a Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, go over to the Facebook group and type in All About Pressure Washing, I think, or something like that, and it'll pop up. and come on in. So, James Bass, I want you also to have a great weekend. And with that, I'm gonna say goodbye. All right. Hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. And I'm out.